Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is able to hear me and everyone is able to see my screen. If possible, someone confirm if you are able to hear me clearly and able to see my screen.
Yes,
Guys,
sir.
can someone please come? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Chetan. I'm sorry, guys. A little bit of not feeling well because of summer in the morning. So I was not able to take. Uh, so just like as a 2 days gap came, I thought of repeating what exactly I discussed in the previous class. Okay. We are discussing about a circuit breaker design pattern. So what exactly a circuit breaker design pattern is? In a chain of microservices, in a chain of microservices, if one service is down in a chain, okay, automatically it is going to impact the entire circuit. If one service is down in between, it is going to impact the entire circuit. Okay, something like that. What is the scenario? One of the scenario maybe, as I explained, product service is one microservice, inventory is another microservice, discount is another microservice, payment is another microservice, shipment is another microservice. There are five microservices are there. Product microservice related to products, inventory will verify the inventory, discount it will calculate the discount, payment it will process the payment, shipment it will process the shipment. Okay, so product service is going to call inventory is going to call discount is going to call payment is going to call shipment, something like that. Okay, in this chain of microservices, assuming that if we add a new change in discount service, which might not be working as expected, or which is failing sometimes, or which is somehow we need to stop during some situations, at that time we should not impact only discount service. It is impacting the entire ordering flow. Just like I mentioned, right? For example, I'm calculating a discount, I'm adding a new offer, okay, where 10% instant discount is coming for certain conditions, okay, where one of the conditions, just I simulated the example, is selecting the local date instead of a server date, and where the user can change the local computer the date, then still discount is getting applied, which is a major just like I told one of the example. Okay, with that, what I can say here, typically, if we apply a discount and I don't want the new logic to be added in the production, what I'll do here, as we are having microservice architecture, if I stop the discount service, then everything should be working as expected. That is what we thought initially. That is how microservice architecture we built. If one service is down, it should not impact the other. A single point of failure. We should not have single point of failure. So if I stop discount service, what happened here? Payment service will not get the exact amount, so that our ordering flow will be stopped here. So especially if it is an independent microservice, no issues. But in a chain of microservices, chain means what? One service call other service call other service call other service call other, like that. In a chain of microservices, in that chain, if there is a problem in one, it will impact the other. So that is a point here where it is going to have. Okay, and by default, in a chain of microservice, if one service is having a down, it is going to impact the other services typically. Okay, in that case, what I want to say that, so here we can add a Hystrix. It's a circuit breaker design pattern. What is a circuit breaker design pattern is typically, I told an example in a real time day-to-day usage of inverter. Okay, where I am taking a bulb is a microservice, fan is a microservice, as well as switch is another microservice. All three are getting the source, electricity source from our MCP, which is the electric pole. Okay, if power is coming in all the perspectives, then no issues at all. My bulb will glow, fan will rotate, and my switch will take electricity. Assuming that, my expectation is I want my bulb should be glowing always. I want my fan should be rotating always. I want to choose my switch to be available always. So the probability is what? Whenever there is no power from the electricity board, then this will not come. I mean, this scenario will not come. That's why what I have done here, we created an inverter, a design pattern with the base logic of inverter to health check. Always do health check from the main supply. Always do health check. Maybe it's a frequency. I don't know how the inverter is doing. Okay. As long the main path is what? Electricity flow from electric pole. Okay. And if secondary path is battery. Now, as long as inverter observes that there is no power in the main supply, then automatically it will take the power from battery and it will supply to bulb, it will supply to fan, and it will supply to switch, something like that. And it's not permanent yet. In the background, it again continuously pull the pole electricity main supply. And again, once it's back, so it will stop the battery and will take the main power. So the main intention of this circuit breaker inverter is you can apply this approach not for every microservice. The microservice which are having really a downtime. For example, if you take the scenario in inverter, we cannot apply for all electronic equipments, right guys? All electronic equipments we cannot apply. High consumption we cannot apply. Low consumption only we can apply. Okay? Assuming that, sir, if you take a product service, if the product is down, can I do something? Nothing I can do. Correct, right, sir? Can I do something if the product is down? So I cannot apply. Inventory service. Can I do something if inventory is down? And the probability of updating inventory is very less. When it is going to down, very, very less. The percentage of probability going down is very less. And payment service may down, discount service may be down, shipment service, that is also probability is very less. So we need to think of probability. For all microservice, we cannot apply. Okay. So what exactly we are going to apply here? Okay. Where card service, it is going to call discount Hystrix. I'm going to create one more microservice. That is a Hystrix microservice. I can say that Hystrix microservice have two paths. One path is primary regular microservice logic of regular calculation of discount. And another path is failure. Something like that when it is failed, I'll say 0% instant discount. So that payment is equal to cart amount. At any point of time, discount Hystrix microservice. Discount Hystrix microservice always gives the money. Whether it's an instant discount or exact money, we don't care. But always it gives money. So that it will going to call payment service and payment service will process the payment here. Okay. So also another limitation is what? Another limitation is we should make sure that secondary path should not error out. We should not get an exception in the secondary path. Primary path is down. If secondary path is down, then there is no point in circuit breaker. So the main intention is circuit breaker should be applied only if the secondary path where it should not give any error here. Okay. So this is what I explained in the last class. Complete theory I explained. Now we are going to see the hands-on. But before that, any questions, anyone as of now on the theory part on the circuit breaker design pattern? Any questions from anyone, guys, on the so far explanation from this particular design pattern?
Sir, I have a concern.
Yes.
To implement the circuit breaker pattern, we have Hystrix. Any other way of implementing his circuit breaker pattern, sir? Because I think Resilience 4G is one of them.
I'm explaining today that itself. That is what I'm about to explain today.
Yeah.
Okay. That is what I'm going to explain today. Resiliency 4J today only. Yes, I hear. Yeah, resilience. This is what I'm about to explain. Okay. Yeah. But point is, okay, the main logic is always should do the health check. Okay. And if it's down, calling other. That's the only intention here. Okay. Any other question from anyone, guys? Everyone is clear? Right. Now, everyone is clear, guys? Okay. So far it's clear. Now, I'm going to explain. There is a one more component, one more circuit breaker pattern, one more approach towards the circuit breaker pattern, which is resiliency 4J. Resiliency 4J. What exactly resiliency 4J? Little bit confusing. Okay. But I'll make sure that everyone understands clearly. Okay. Hystrix is the ultimate solution for any of the circuit breaker implementation. Hystrix is the best implementation. Okay. Why resiliency 4J came when Hystrix is good? Just now I mentioned that Hystrix is solving the problem. Correct? Hystrix is solving the problem of resiliency 4J. That's what I mentioned. Yes or no? Now, when Hystrix is there, what is the purpose of resiliency 4J? Okay. Any idea, anyone? I mean, just like anyone heard about resiliency 4J? When Hystrix is there, why we need to use resiliency 4J? I mean, definitely if there is a probability of Hystrix, in some cases, Hystrix is not helping. That's why this is created something like that. Anyone have an idea? Right. Maybe I'll explain. Anyone has an idea, guys? Everyone is clear on my question? Everyone? Anyone worked on resiliency 4J? And have you heard about why we need to use some scenarios resiliency 4J? Okay. I'll explain. Okay. So, for example, sir, in the same example, okay, this is what our example, right, sir? Product service, card service, discount service, payment service, shipment service, review service. Okay. And we added a logic of cashback discount. Order date should be 4th April. No electronic item should be placed in the order. Minimum cart value, payment through HDFC card. This is what I have done. Okay. Now, as my discount is having a problem. Okay. As my discount is having a problem. So, I stopped my discount service and it will be down for assuming that it will take 1 hour. Okay, please listen carefully, guys. Please listen carefully. Where 1 hour downtime to correct discount service. Assuming that it may take 1 hour because of the various reasons. But here, in that 1 hour, I know that intentionally 1 hour is the time. Okay. In that 1 hour, if I feel that every time, usually within 1 hour, I may get 1 million calls. in 1 hour. That is what my call volume towards my product. Within 1 hour, 1 million call volume might be there, assuming that a high volume to my system. I know that it's a down for 1 hour for sure. Okay. Why I need to do a health check for 1 hour unnecessarily in the background? When I know that it will be specific period of time, it is down. For a specific period of time, it is down. 1 hour. Why I need to do health check? For example, in my house, I had a inverter. Okay. But I am going out for 1 week. Our entire family is going for 1 week. Even though power is there or not, inverter is there or not, why I know it, I'm not going to use it. Even if power is not there, I don't matter because I'm not there. So just like I am correlating the scenario here. So 1 hour downtime is there where to verify the discount service. Do we need to health check every time? Will it be a right approach? There's a one point it is raised. Do we need health check? Right? What is the probability here? Every time health check should be done to make sure that my primary is back again. That is the point, right? Always polling the primary service. If it is down or if it is up, always it will do a health check in the background. Next. Maybe sometimes due to code bug, environment is set up, or external system, any of these things, my system sometimes error out intermittently. Not every time, sometimes erroring. It's not consistent. Sometimes you may get error. Maybe my call volume is high or something like that. It's not really down, but we may get out error. It's an intermittent. Second point is sometimes it happens in production. Okay. In those cases, Histric may or may not give proper results. May or may not. It all depends on our perspective, what I can say. So 1 hour downtime, do I need to verify health check? Sometimes it may give success. I cannot say first time I verified, it is down. It means that it's really down. I cannot conclude with the one first error only. First time I verified, I got error. I cannot conclude directly it is down. On these 2 points, some of the Spring Boot community people posted and Resiliency 4J has introduced to address these things. Sir, this is nowhere mentioned in the documentation, sir. Whatever the 2 points I'm telling, there is nowhere mentioned. In a Spring Boot community forum, I saw some of the context with these headlines. That's why I'm explaining. There is no documented proof. I'm telling you, these are the reasons circuit Resiliency 4J brought up. This is in one of the forum, in the forum discussions, I heard about this and I'm just telling that there is no documented evidence that because of these reasons, Resiliency 4J has brought up. Just only for our I saw in one of the community, and from there I can interpret it my own way, and I'm explaining this. It may be subjected to brainstorming. It may be correct, maybe, or if any other case also which I need to know, it's subjected to correction. But this is the 2 points which I observed when it comes to Hystrix and resiliency 4J. Now I'm going to explain resiliency 4J. Is everyone is clear on the 2 points? Is everyone
I
is
have
clear on? Yeah.
I have one question, sir.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, sir.
due to these 2 points only, uh, we are going for resilience 4J, or like is there any other scenarios also there?
That's what just now I mentioned, right? Just now I mentioned, right? I found these are the two, that too I observed in one of the community.
Yeah,
Okay.
1 hour downtime to correct discount service. That we can handle Hystrix dashboard also, no?
What I can handle in Hystrix dashboard doesn't have anything here. I can have is it going to main flow or alternate flow, that I can see in Hystrix dashboard, but Hystrix
Yeah.
dashboard doesn't have time.
Doesn't have time, but we can once it will up immediately, it will pick up main flow. I thought there is
Correct,
there is
sir.
no.
Correct. My point is, typically my point is 1 hour it's down, sir. I know that I'm stopping discount service for 1 hour. Okay.
Okay.
That 1 hour, 1 million calls may come. All 1 million calls should have a health check, right? Should do a health check, right? In the background.
Yeah.
Within 1 hour, I'm talking. Within 1 hour. Once it's up, then there is a next point. But within 1 hour, I'm talking. And that too, Mr. Vinod, I told that there is no documented evidence that these are the only 2 points are giving me resiliency 4J. This is I heard in some kind of community forum. Okay. And this is my perspective. I cannot conclude 100%, and you can take it up as a guaranteed evidence. Yes, these are the 2 points only resiliency came. I found, and during a Spring Boot community forum, I observed these 2 things. Okay. That's what I mentioned. I specifically mentioned these. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other question? Go ahead.
Yeah, you are telling is correct, but see, in Hystrix dashboard, main flow is there, main and secondary flow is there.
Correct.
And then how we got to know if, for example, main flow currently it's not working, and immediately it will go for a secondary flow, which are the logic we give. It will how they got again main flow is up. How we got to know main flow, because of in which scenario main flow is going up and down? How we got to know, sir?
Yeah, that is okay. That's what I mentioned, right? Continuous health check flow. Okay. For example, main flow, actual discount service. That's why I explained clearly that inverter example. Okay. Now ignore inverter example. Coming back to our implementation. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Now my discount service is there. Assuming that, let me go here. Normal running notes I'll tell. Okay. This is a regular discount service which I am writing.
Okay.
Regular discount service, main flow. Why regular?
Yeah.
Main flow discount service. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Port number is 8080. Okay. Whatever the logic I have, I told, right? These are the logics which I have. Just like I am assuming that these are all logic, cash burn, discount, whatever the logic I told, right? That is all these things are available. Okay. So all this logic is available with this code, where if I have this particular code, all this logic is going to be. Okay. Now, what I'm doing here, I'm going to come up with a fallback. I'm going to come up with fallback. In that, which is another service, not 8080. It can be, I don't know the port number. It can be added a different way, but not 8080, something like that. Okay. What is the
Okay.
logic I am going to have here? What is the logic here? Cart amount is equal to, or sorry, payment amount is equal to cart total. That's it. No discount.
Okay.
This is my logic. This is my fallback logic. Okay. Now, what I'm doing, these two are connected with Hystrix. Now I'm connecting through Hystrix because I need to take it, right? Now this is connected with Hystrix. So Hystrix knows that this is the main flow. This is a primary and secondary. Instead of main flow or fallback, maybe we can call that as a primary okay, secondary, right? Now, first time Hystrix, what it will do? It will do a health check. Always actuator endpoint will be there for Hystrix. It has an actuator endpoint. In Hystrix, we have an actuator endpoint. When I told the gateway, I added an actuator, right? At that time, I told that in Hystrix we are going to use, okay? It has an actuator endpoint, which is not written by me, which is written by Spring Boot itself, okay? This actuator endpoint, it always do a continuous health check with the time interval, whatever I mentioned, maybe 1 second, 2 seconds, something like that. It will do a health checkup. How it will do a health checkup? It will have a Eureka registry, right? In the Eureka registry, is the service is available in the dashboard with the status is up or not? We saw that in Eureka dashboard last time when I write a code, right? Order service, payment service. I saw that these two services are registered in Eureka Service Discovery, right? Eureka Service Registry. Actual health check is going to verify is this service is available in Eureka Service Registry with the status is up. It will verify that. If it is there, then it will go to call main flow. It will not really call at 8080 and wait for the response. Whenever it is down or not, how it will come to know? Okay, it will call the actuator. Actuator is doing a health check. How it is doing health check? It is going to verify the Eureka Service Registry design and is the service with status is up is available in the service registry or not. For example, I stopped it. When I stopped it, is it available in the service discovery or service registry? It will not be available, right? It will be unregistered, right? Okay. That is a decision making point whether to call main flow or fallback flow. Now, if it is not available, automatically call the secondary flow. And when I started again, definitely I need to start, right? I corrected the code, I need to start, right? When I start again, it will be registered again. Correct, right? Eureka service registry will give me a clear picture where is the service is down or is the service is up. Based on that kind of instant, it is going to verify does it should go to main flow or primary flow or is it going to secondary flow. Now you got it?
Yeah, I got it, sir.
Mhm.
Main, yeah, you told main flow also port number 8080. Other flow, you another port number. Okay. Main flow is also one separate API, and secondary flow also separate API, or within the
Correct.
same API.
It's a separate. That's why I told not 8080.
Oh,
If it is not 8080, how can it be same API, sir? If it is same
yeah,
API, then it should be also 8080, right? The intentionally I wrote not 8080 means
yeah,
it's
yeah,
outside.
yeah.
The
Then
intention of not writing, yeah.
yeah. Then see main flow, that is discount service we registered in Eureka, it will be up, and fallback also we have to register in Eureka registry fallback also.
It's a design because do
Uh,
I need to do a health check? Do I need to do a health check for secondary?
no, you have to check for only primary. You
Primary.
told, yeah,
Secondary, I mean, I told, forget about I told. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
question is good question. Now it's a good question. Can
yeah.
can I register this alternate fallback API, secondary API to the Eureka service registry for continuous health check? Do I need to do that? The reason is the conditions. Always secondary path should not fail at all. You should design your system in such a way that it should never fail. That is the main design point.
Okay,
The main point is it should never fail. If it fails, assuming that if it fails, primary is down, secondary is down, what circuit should do then?
correct.
Correct, right? That is the main point. So,
Yeah.
in my perspective, no need of registering and no need of health check monitoring as part of histories. I mean, sorry, as part of secondary service. That's
Oh,
why the best practices. That's why the best practice is if I don't have a major, I mean, it's only my perception. Okay. If I don't have a major code flow, in this case, what is a major code flow? Payment amount is equal to cart amount, cart total. That's it. Our maximum is instead of making card payment is failed, cash on delivery, converting the status into cash on delivery. Very small code, 3 to 4 lines, 4 to 5 lines, minimal code available in the fallback. Okay. Can't I add this code directly in the histories in this service itself? Can I write directly in this service only, this entire flow? In this entire flow, can I write here itself? It's only one of the assumption. Alternate flow. Can I write here only, in the history service only? What it does here, it will call the primary, it will check the health check. If it is not available, automatically this will call the secondary. And once it is up, it will call the primary. Instead of creating one more microservice, instead of doing another health check and instead of doing everything, can't I add a fallback flow, secondary flow? Can I write a secondary flow inside Histrix itself? So that anyhow my Histrix service should be there, right, sir? It's mandatory Histrix service should be there. In that, if I feel that my logic is not that much great in the secondary part, only I will add a code to correct the circuit. In that case, having that particular code directly in the hystrix area so that it resolves lot of confusion points. And this is also one of the best practice. It's not mandatory that you should write in hystrix. If you write in hystrix, it will solve a lot of the problem. For example, if I create one more microservice, I'm taking 8181. And if 8181 is down in network side, then your entire circuit is gone, right? Correct, right? If entire circuit is gone, right? Primary is down, secondary is down. That's why keeping that in the directly in hystrix itself, hystrix as a microservice, right? I can write an API in that, provided my concern is I don't have a major code flow. Maybe 100 lines, 200 lines, 300 lines. Major code flow is not there. Major design flow is not there. Just like 2-3 lines code or 4 to 5 lines code, very simple flow. Then I can write in the hystrix itself. It's only best practice, but not mandate. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear. Now I got whatever you told.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir. One
Yeah.
question, last question.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
You are telling is correct. Yeah, whatever you are explaining is very good. And this is for payment. This is it. Hystrix. And you are we are going to this is for discount. For like, is there any payment like, cash and delivery payment? For that one also we have to create one more hystrix, or within the this is hystrix only we can call.
Good question. Very, very, very good question. Very, very good question. So the question is, if I understand correctly, sir, I have a hystrix is there for discount service, sir. For discount service, I am creating hystrix service. Okay. And the flow of hystrix services, it will call the 8080 if the discount service is up. Okay.
Yes.
And if 8080 is down, it will call the alter secondary API. That is whether it's reside in hystrix or somewhere else. Okay. Now the same setup is there for me. Can I apply the same setup for payment service also? That is what your question.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Can someone answer that question if possible? Can provide any other can provide your inputs or any discussion you want to add to that question? But I like the question. It's a very good question. Just I want to hear from anyone. Any inputs from your side? First of all, everyone is clear on the question, guys? Chaitanya, are you available? Oh, he's not there. He's not there. Okay. Okay. What about this guy? Dev. Okay, he's also not there. Okay, fine. That's fine. Okay, maybe. Sir, by default, how can I apply? Because I'll mention that hystrix should do a continuous health check of 8080 port only. I'll verify circuit breaker. Okay. Is any service is there with a discount service name and which is running on the port number 8080? Is the status is up? I'll query that. My query is what? Select, I mean, just like I'm telling, sir, not exactly query. Select a start from Eureka registry where service name is equal to discount and port number is equal to 8080 and status is up. If record count is 1, call the main flow. If record count is 0, call the secondary flow. So the hystrix service is I'm adding only for discount service here in this case. And it cannot be dynamic. Why? For example, I have an inverter in my house. Okay. Maybe I have I'm having two houses very near to each other. Very near to each other, 2 houses are there. One inverter, can I apply for second house also? I cannot apply. That is only for that circuit only. Okay. In the similar way, For discount service, whatever the histix is there, it cannot be leveraged to other functionality because of the code dependent, because of the dependency on the design point of view. Because I'm not writing a code here, I'll mention before writing this particular service. But assuming that, forget about this, assuming that if I have a way, forget about histix implementation, assuming that if I have a way, but it will confuse me, right? If I have a way, what is the way? One histix service can verify both discount as well as payment service. Okay. And definitely I should have only one secondary API, right? I cannot have multiple secondary APIs, right? As part of the flow. Maybe I need to write a common generic logic in the secondary. Either payment service or discount service is down, try again later. Something like I need to write, I need to verify both discount service as well as payment service in my regular logic. And also one common secondary API, alternate API. What I need to write, either payment service or discount service may be down. Try again sometime. That generic message I need to give. Rather than that payment amount is equal to cart total or else cash on delivery, both the things I cannot achieve. You understood the technical point of that? So ideally, better is how many microservices you want to apply fallback. For every microservice, better to create a histix. Or somehow, if you want to achieve a common generic message, you want to keep, which may not be real to the architecture, but you can achieve also, where a common secondary flow for all microservices. If you want to keep something like the message, is the service is down, you want to retry, you want to try after some time, something like that, I can apply. You got it, Vinod?
Hello?
Yeah, you got the answer, whatever mentioned. I'm sure, I hope you're able to hear me, Vinod. Or is there any problem? I don't know. Are you able to hear my voice clearly? Sir, is everyone able to hear my voice clearly, sir?
Just one minute back, we lost your voice. Now we got it.
Is it only for you or everyone? Ansari, Anil, Ramesh.
I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. No, what Vinod is mentioning just 1 minute back, he was not able to hear. I think a problem at his end. That's what I'm thinking. Is that correct?
Yeah, maybe.
could be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
That's it. I don't
you
have
are,
any issue.
you are mentioning about some Spring Boot forums, right, sir? Which forums you usually refer, sir? I'm also looking for some kind of forum reference.
That's it. Spring Boot, we have a common forum, right? In a Stack Overflow forum or a Spring IO forum. These are the two forums.
Spring IO and Stack Overflow.
Yeah. These are the best forums, actually.
Right, sir. And also where I can download the slides, sir, there is any single slide which I can download, because I was kind of absent for a few classes. I need to catch up again. In the website, any place where I can download all this, like a one PowerPoint type of thing, sir?
I created a Google Classroom. Are you part of that Google Classroom?
Oh, no, I do not know. Where is that classroom, sir? Can you send me the link?
I hope not. Some classes, almost you are not there for last maybe 20 days more than that.
Right, sir. Right,
because
sir.
I gave.
I was initial class. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Let me give 1 second. Vinod, give me one second, please. Don't mind, because it's an important point. Okay. Vinod, just give me 1 minute. Who is that GP? I don't know what the name.
Yeah.
You logged in with the GP.
Yeah. GP, sir. Call GP@gmail.com. That's my email address.
No. I cannot add it here. I will give a address. Click on that link right now
Okay.
with your Gmail. Let me share in the Zoom chat.
Okay, sir.
Can you check in the Zoom chat?
I got the
I
link.
sent a
sir.
link.
Yeah. Let's
Can you
click that.
click on that link?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
click on that
Yes.
link.
Yeah, I just clicked it. Let me go to my email here. Okay. Okay, join class. Okay, I just joined, sir.
Yeah. Now you're able to see stream of notes completely end to end.
Okay, sir. Okay, I see some follow-up here. Yeah, classwork.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah.
Every communication and everything you'll come to know. How to download?
Yeah.
Just like you know how to download. Yeah, you can. I mean, just like I'll mention here. For example, you want to download this code. Okay, click
Right.
on that.
Right. Correct.
Now,
So,
on the top three dots are the right side, right?
right. Sir.
Open in new window. It's not Google is giving like that. You'll see a download option.
Okay, sir. Okay. So the slides also should be there, right, sir? We can download
Everything
the
is there. Everything is there.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Check it.
And it's one link. If you see slide, designpattern.pptx.
Okay.
From starting onwards, whatever in one link, everything is available. Please bookmark that link so that okay. Right.
Can you ping a direct link also, sir? If you don't mind that direct link, that one link you mentioned,
yeah, you
right?
can. Yeah, you can. Yeah. But better classes.google.com. It will give you.
Right.
Yeah, I gave you a link. That also.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Now,
sir, I have a question. So Hystrix,
Chaitanya.
what I heard is it went into maintenance mode and then it will not accept any fixes, right? So should we continue using it in projects or?
Actually, it's not a maintenance mode in my perspective. Okay. Where resiliency 4J they want to to streamline. They want to take the resiliency 4J as actual flow. But in real time, I'm using in my real time Hystrix only we are using. No further changes are there on Hystrix. If anything are there, they will add in the resiliency 4J. That is the latest status I got. Okay. Right. Okay. Chaitanya, you are not there till now. I heard your name. Maybe you coming back and going off.
Yeah, I got disconnected a little.
Okay. Just 5 minutes back, I heard your name. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Okay. Now coming back to Vinod. Now you told you lost some voice. Okay. My intention was in that 1 minute, what I mentioned is, okay, if I have a common secondary flow, for any service failure, like service A or service B down, try again. If I have a common message, then I can apply one Hystrix. In the main flow, I will verify all the things. In secondary flow, if any of the flow is down, it will go to secondary. But it is not a viable option in real time. It's not a proper option also, not viable, proper design. So better to have Hystrix for different microservices, not for individual. That is what my intention. Vinod, is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All your questions are good?
Yeah, nice.
Thank you. Really, thank you. I want everyone something like if these questions will come right, then we have a good chance to collaborate. Good options for where we need to brainstorm more. Okay. If no questions are being asked right, little bit of where whatever in my mind I should own it. Okay. So better please come up with these types of questions, everyone, so that our class will be very, very interesting. Okay. Right. Now,
sir, one question, sir. In the real time, basically as a developer, I develop these microservices, right? But a lot of times I don't really think about these design patterns. But I was just wondering, like from the practical perspective, right? developers use these design patterns that often, sir? Only architects and above people use them.
Sir, by default, sir. Yeah. It's a very good question. Okay.
Right.
One question I will ask actually. No, forget about technical part. Okay. I'll ask a question. For example, you are going to construct a house, GP. Okay.
Right.
You want to construct a house. Sir, lot of people will go to civil architects, civil engineers for getting a plan.
Right.
Why can't we write on our own? Means you can go or you cannot go, depends on you. If you go there, you will get a best plan.
Right.
You may not know all the scenarios, right? Okay.
Right.
Here also, architects, they might have seen lot of products and they know the best technology, best framework, best issues. They'll get it. They are the best persons.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
It's not mandatory that it's always design pattern should be architects. Developers should only code. Those days are gone nowadays. That's why full stack came into picture. Nowadays, especially I'm talking nowadays. Okay.
Yeah.
So most of the companies nowadays, what is that actually? One architect will work on multiple products. Okay. And his role of involvement per product is some portion. Maybe developers can propose these ideas and the architect will respond to that. Owner is developer only. Architect provides guidelines. That is the current mode of working. Current mode I'm talking for the last 2-3 years only, not prior to that. Prior to that, architect is the dedicated architect for every product. But nowadays, no dedicated worker. An architect will be sharing 2 or 3 or 4 products based on the bandwidth, based on the revenue, based on everything, based on his salary also. Owners are the developer. Senior developer is the owner for every product. He is going to architect. I am proposing this Hystrix here, and I am proposing Resiliency 4J here. You provide your design inputs. This is what my flow. He'll respond to that, but I am the owner. That is the current mode of work.
Understood.
I might not answer correct way, but whatever the idea in my mind I mentioned. Okay. Yeah.
Right. I understand. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question, guys? Maybe I need to respond to the Resiliency 4J. Sir, this Sunday, can I take a class, sir? Can I take a class this Sunday? Is everyone is available? Or any other appointments?
Yeah,
Because
we are
anyhow,
fine.
recording session is available. Recording session is available with you, right? If you're not able to attend, maybe you can go through that, right? The reason is I didn't have 2 classes, right? Okay. And tomorrow also I may close up for 15 minutes before, only tomorrow. Can we join 15 minutes early tomorrow, sir? 6:45, something like that. Is it only for tomorrow? Somehow I need to doctor appointment is there tomorrow morning. Only for tomorrow 6:45 to 7:45.
Yeah, for me, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Anyone?
I'm fine, sir. I'm okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Only for tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, same timing 7 to 8. Sunday also I will take, so that this gap will be filled, right? Whatever the 2 classes gap I got it, right? At least I'll fill with 1 class. Because I don't have any workshop planned this weekend. So I'll continue with that. That is what my intention. I'll update in the Google Classroom. Tomorrow we'll meet at 6:45, sir. Okay? 6:45 to 7:45. Okay? Fine. Thanks everyone for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Have a great day. Tomorrow I'll talk on Resiliency 4J and we'll discuss further. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.